Hello? Is there anybody in there? Just nod if you can hear me. Is there anyone at home? Hold up. Now, I know you're feeling down, but I can take the pain. Put you on your feet again. Oh. Now here's what the drillio is. I had a couple of things I would like to discuss. Hello, good morning. As usual, I have a couple of things I would like to vocalize, to communicate verbally, for selfish reasons, because it helps me structure my thoughts in a communicable way. Which is good for me. Brings me into the real world, and it's good. Maybe somebody can stick listening to my inane waffling for more than a few minutes. Maybe they can glean to just learn for some of the fucking hard knocks that I've had to go through to learn some things. I jotted down this morning because I didn't want to lose my day, so and I wanted to stay positive after such a uplifting, positive weekend. It's fucking sunny Scotland. It's pretty cold, but it's warm for the time of year. I've had the kid all weekend because his granny's away, and I'm on like week three of being properly medicated on Prozac. So my desire for supplementing my buzz has gone. I don't want particularly cannabis. I don't want alcohol. Don't really want coffee. Man, I'm just in like a slightly sweaty but level function. I was on the wrong antidepressant. I was on sertraline for too long, and it is just gnarly, and it just exhausted. See the part of you that rinses to make things level? That part of me was just getting rinsed, just getting squeezed and wrung out so hard, and it never ever really properly worked. Yeah, because I smoked like a gram of weed a day for fucking years there to supplement it. So if you've got the anomaly that I have, there's a good chance it can be easily fixed if you just get medicated properly, and you'll save yourself a fortune. You'll be with it. You'll be in the present. Your body and your mind will be synced up. If for the outside looking into like the change in my state, I mean, there are times when I sit inert, but I'm not sitting inert because I'm stoned at my brain. I'm not sitting inert because I'm locked in a cycle of pre-action. I'll sit there, but I'll be happy, and I'll be planning my next moves rather than just wallowing and self-deprecating and punishing myself for my inability to act and the frustration, just the overwhelming frustration that I was in for so long. And now, right, week 3. So what did we do at the weekend? We went metal detecting a lot because we needed fresh air. It's something we can do anywhere. You just grab the metal detector, you go dig a bunch of holes. Got a lot of treasure. No, nothing of value, but the fresh air, the exploration, the thrill of the treasure hunt is really nice. And my boy, he's just started reading Famous Five books. So we're five on a treasure island, and I think he's maybe starting to understand the thrill of the mystery, the joy of a good puzzle. Since the parents' evening where I was alerted to the fact that he's failing at school. His mum wasn't the smartest cookie, but everybody says he's male like me. So that means he is smart. He just needs the attention right now. and I've no been capable of doing that right up to this point. So yeah, he's wallowed. He's wallowed at school, and he's ended up in the bottom groups for everything. And I know that he's more than capable of screwing the nut. He just needs the one-to-one. And here we've been doing it for a grand total of like 2 weeks. I've been concentrating. His handwriting has improved manyfold. His spelling, manyfold. His speech, his confidence, his formation, questions and an inquiry. Everything's just improved, and it took 2 weeks. So, yes, there's no point in feeling guilt about something that I was incapable of doing. It's like bearing a grudge against a person you put your misplaced faith into, and then they let you down. And there's no point in being disappointed in them, because they're just doing what they were almost guaranteed to do. And then there's the fallacy of thinking that somebody's like beyond a point in their life, and you think you think that you can change them. Then yeah, it's just a waste of time. They have to change themselves, and even if they are capable of change, you do some of the hard work. But the relationship's so diseased that you have to cut them loose and let them continue the journey themselves. So, just in that statement, I'm probably touching on indirectly a lot of situations that I've found myself in my 40 years. Yes. So I was thinking about the first and second child attitude, about the big biblical metaphors, they're so important, and how we make them true. And what I have done is I've got the second child syndrome. The first child raised the second child, even though he was a child, and the adults engaged the first child at his level, and he had to teach the second child. And of course, it's going to be a failure. It's going to fail. And I see a pattern has emerged in my mind, and what I was behaving like the second child for a number of reasons. For a number of reasons, I was passing my second child syndrome onto him, and that's a terrible thing. So I decided I'm breaking that cycle. So it's like the Cain and Abel story of the Bible. Oh, it's so important. As our Lord and Saviour Jordan fucking Peterson would put it. I mean, these metaphors are just they're like observations, but by accepting them as foundations of the human nature, well, they're no foundational. We create them, we believe them foolishly, because it's what we're taught, it's the best we've got, it's all we're capable of putting into our head and believing. The need for faith and the need for belief supersedes the evil that lies within. Yes. Anyway, So I had toothpaste. Simple thing. I had toothpaste all over my mouth. We went around the shops, and then like an hour being around the shops, walking with my boy. A wee lady was like, "Oh, you've got your mouth is covered in toothpaste, by the way." And the feeling of betrayal that I felt because my 7-year-old hadn't alerted me to that, really got to me. Like it got under my skin and it wouldn't leave. And it's because it triggered something in me that I have done, because I was beat as faulty as I was, as doomed as we were to repeat these ridiculous Bible stories because it's what all we were taught. I was a betrayer. I would screw you over just to see what would happen. Like it's like the child's curiosity and manipulation, but it's gone wrong. So I was like the Cain in the Cain and Abel story. And they kind of created that, and I just acted it out. They say these things are transcendent. I say they're no. I say they're stupid. And they're faulty. And they made that happen. We have to break that for happening. So we managed to have a discussion about trust and betrayal. And then I talked about the kind of child that I was. I said a couple of the bad things that I did. I betrayed a few of my friends, and I didn't have any friends. A couple of betrayals, 1 betrayal, 2 betrayals. All of a sudden, you've not got any friends. Trust, and you have to earn that back. And sometimes it's unearnable. You can't earn it back. And so me and the boy, we talked about that. And we also talked about malicious inaction. You know, the kid that says, nah, he stays quiet, while one of the wee villains is you know, pranking or setting a trap, or malicious inaction. And we talked about that. You know, it's like our government letting all the cocaine get in. That's malicious compliance. It's like us imagining that the opinion of a fat retard has the same value as a learned, accomplished person. For example, in Hollywood. So they're like fallacious. This is fallacious, suicidal empathy kind stuff, and it needs rooted out. They drinking their own Kool-Aid, sniffing their own farts, and perpetuating and just continuing a cycle of dishonesty and fallaciousness that utterly disgusts anybody with sense, and you know, all these like actual virtuous thinking. They want to drag us down to their common level, and so we talked about trust and betrayal, and did a lot of his schoolwork. We discussed things like it's probably day and night for the wee man. Like, I don't know, I shudder to think like what he was thinking. They don't really think, do they? They just feel. Kids just feel their way forward. And what he was feeling for me was disconnection, the inability to communicate. I do this thing. I remember I used to get criticised mercilessly at stages. It wasn't always, but there was stages with my dad where he would just mercilessly unjustifiably criticise me. And what I've been doing with the boys, I jokingly call everything terrible. Like everything's terrible. Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. And it's by calling everything terrible, then nothing's terrible. I've took the sting out the criticism, but I've swung the pendulum back too hard the other way, where he's just like my reaction when I was young was disconnected. It was nothing can hurt me. You can't get through to me. Like, say what you want. Yeah, I'd been criticised into oblivion. Yeah, but I've swung the pendulum the other way, so he's disconnected. He's unrattleable, because if everything's terrible, then nothing's terrible. So I've been treating him more like a grown-up. So if a grown-up wouldn't suffer a retard gladly, and if he does something fucking retarded, man, I'm gonna say it, and I'm going to say it in plain words, because plain words is what we need. If I ask him a question, it's because I want to know the answer, and he needs to be able to communicate that to me, just like he has to at school, just like he'll have to in the rest of his life. So like he walked up behind me and he's just like muttering into his tits, like, you know, didn't he alert me to his presence, didn't he introduce himself, didn't he Yeah, he just did everything wrong in the whole communication, and I'm fucking sick of saying what to him. So I was just like, go away. What you speaking to muttering like that? I told him, you muttering into your tits. I've no idea what you said. You didn't. I told him everything he did wrong. I explained it to him, and it's just yeah, we do these misguided things for laziness, for kicking the can down the road's sake, just for an easy temporary life, and it comes back to bite you 10 times worse further down the road. I mean, that's a fucking lesson that just comes true over and over again, and we can't do this to children. If any, yeah, if we have any hope for the future, man, we need to stop doing that and then start. Yeah, so all in all, it was an extremely productive weekend. Like, we dug about 100 holes over the weekend, neatly, and we filled them back in after we were done. I didn't even hit pause. Right, so what we got was, like, if we dug 100 holes, we get 90, we get 52 pences and 41 pences, right? We get a couple of halfpennies, which are for about the Second World War time. What we got, I don't know if the light's good enough. We got a teddy bear eye. I found what I thought was a coin, but it's no coin. It has writing on the back. I hope that's not terribly appallingly out of focus. But it says something Birmingham. It's a button maker. Anyway, I thought it was a coin, and then I'm like, there's no coin that's stamped like that. Like something Hemfields or Bamfields or some Bamfields Birmingham or something. So I googled it as good as I could, and yeah, it's a button back, which is gorgeous. I'd like the button front as well, but never mind. Another fun thing we got was Mad Taylor presents the fun park from Strathclyde Country Park. So we get like an old fun fair token back for the early Carney days. And I got a lead. This is a lead tab. Oh. And these would be these are the olden days equivalent of your bottle security tags that you get in Asda nowadays. So these you'd have to snip them to get access to whatever was in the goods. So yeah, you'd have to snip them to get what's in the good, and that would alert the receiver of the goods that the goods had been tampered. So that's always interesting. I don't, unfortunately, it ain't the prettiest. I don't see any logo or writing on it, but they're pretty rare, fairly rare, and I'm very happy with that. So yeah, when you go metal detecting, you just have to have realistic expectations, and you just don't expect anything but bottle caps. And then if you do better than that, then that's wonderful. It's about the journey. It's about the investigating, the solving of the mystery, the following a trail. And we found it's either I think it's an old railway line, and it'd be a small yard, either a small yard or I mean, like I could probably look in old maps and get a gauge of what it was most likely was. It was either a wee railway depot or a small holding farm. The layout of it makes me think it was a wee railway depot. So it'd be called some sort of ores, the Barytis ores. Yeah, just a wee distribution hub. And I got a barn. So yeah, a bunch of halfpennies, no big old pennies, but I got enough of them. A teddy bear eye, a sharpener, the lead tab, and the button back with the nice writing on it. So that's a handful of things that go into the good collection box, and then like 90 pieces of, well, no junk, a couple of quid's worth of 2 pences and 1 pences. Yeah, yes, better than bottle caps. And we had a great time, and we chatted. And the kid took his Tigger toy, and he charged about and tumbled about in the fields. And we talked about the mystery of where we were, what the old structure was. So yeah, and in general, it was really uplifting. And none of this would be possible if I wasn't medicated, right? Or it would have been, but it would have been some sort of bumbling, disjointed, unfocused version of what we did, where the communication would be level, would be low, the bonding would be low. I mean, he's getting to the age where he's beyond the age where, you know, up until a point you just kind of have to be there. You just have to be that happy, friendly face, the thing that they attach to. But enough time's passed. He's almost 8, and I'm afraid. I was afraid there at the parents' night when things were revealed. Yeah, but it's going great. It's going great so far, and just got to keep it going. Just one step, next step, next step, next step. Yeah. So have a wonderful day, and peace out.